What's up, everyone? And welcome to the Daily News Roundup brought to you by the Renewable Energy Smart Pod. I'm your host, Sean McMahon, and today is July 15th, 2025, and here are some of the stories we're tracking. The U.S. Commerce Department has opened an investigation into polysilicon imports, citing concerns about national security and market manipulation. The investigation will evaluate the U.S. polysilicon industry's ability to meet demand and the impact of foreign subsidies and unfair trade practices. As that investigation gets underway, it's important to note that polysilicon from China is already subject to a tariff of 60%. Next up is a pair of stories focused on Texas. The Lone Star State has seen a significant increase in the cancellation of renewable energy and battery storage projects, with more than 9 gigawatts of projects shelved in the last 2 months. The cancellations are primarily due to renewed tariffs on Chinese imports and uncertainty surrounding federal clean energy tax credits. Despite all these challenges, grid reliability in Texas has improved, with ERCOT adding over 9.6 gigawatts of capacity over the last year, mostly from solar and battery storage. Staying in Texas, ERCOT has announced that it anticipates 70.5 gigawatts of new load by 2028. With much of that increase being driven by demand from data centers. The Texas Reliability Entity points out that the rise of what's known as disorganized integration of large loads from data centers presents a reliability risk and is often difficult to manage due to volatility in load patterns. On the deal side of the news, Google has signed a $3 billion deal with Brookfield Asset Management to secure up to 3 gigawatts of hydropower from 2 Pennsylvania facilities. The deal, which spans 20 years, marks the largest corporate clean power agreement for hydro and is part of Google's broader $25 billion investment in data centers in the region to support AI and cloud computing needs. Out in the Golden State, California Governor Gavin Newsom says clean energy sources such as wind, solar, and hydropower supplied 67% of power to California's grid in 2023. Newsom added that, quote, the world's fourth largest economy is running on 2/3 clean power, the largest economy on the planet to achieve this milestone, end quote. Newsom also added that greenhouse gas emissions in California have declined 20% since the year 2000. Just above California, the legislature in Oregon has passed 2 bills aimed at improving grid resiliency amid rising electricity demand and extreme weather. The bills establish a regulatory framework for microgrids, allowing third-party evaluations for grid connections and requiring public utilities to consider safety and reliability when reviewing microgrid applications. And finally, if the flurry of negotiations about tax credit changes in President Trump's big, beautiful bill left your head spinning, you're not alone. After all, there was certainly a lot of back and forth about what credits would be expiring and when, which would be preserved, which would be eliminated entirely. But don't worry, Canary Media has developed an excellent cheat sheet that's a one-stop shop for keeping track of all the relevant tax credit changes, including shifts for the 45X, 45Y, and 48E tax credits. This cheat sheet is wonderful. I highly recommend you check it out. Well, that's just a taste of some of the stories in today's Renewable Energy Smart Brief. If you want to read the whole newsletter, click on the link in today's show notes, or head on over to smartbrief.com and sign up for the Renewable Energy Smart Brief.
If you like this podcast, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and be sure to follow us on Apple, Google, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Renewable Energy Smart Pod is a production of Smart Brief, a future company.